Hello, this is the Bracelet One. This is the third half. It's been a delay. I tried like 4 times and it's just been things that kept on going wrong as far as getting this third half on. So this is my last attempt with this third half. Okay? And if it go on, every card is right. If it don't go on, I know God don't want this third half on. And that's how I'm going to look at it. Because it's like the third attempt, I think. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this is like the third attempt if I got it right. So let's just fluff. I got all the cards in place. But I had to do it again. I had mixed the cards and all. But I had to kind of dig them all out again because I thought everything was fine. So, I'm the Bracelet One, Healer Tarot 9 here on YouTube. This is storyline reading for Miss Tamala Horford, a young mother who died during the time of a sleepover. So, I wanted to finish up the storyline. So, this is like the third part, even though I did some for Miss Horsford on my Healer Tarot channel. And on this channel here, maybe a year back or 2 years back or whatever the one on this channel would say. But this is the third half as far as right now, the ones I'm doing this month of July. So, I wanted to see if it was an update as far as the culprits because Miss Horsford did not die as far as falling off of the porch or the balcony or whatever said, okay, I believe that she was dead at first already and she was thrown off, and then after she was thrown off she was meddled with, if you know what I mean, positioned. You don't have to take anything the storyline says is true as fact. You don't have to, but I believe every card that you hear me say and I put on the table to be as fact. Because God gave me all my cards. So I go from whatever God tell me is true, I take as true. You don't have to take any of this storyline as true. You don't have to believe none of it. It's up to you if you do or if you don't. Okay? So I want to say that this is for entertainment purposes only to those who deem this entertainment. But myself, the Bracelet One, Healer Tarot, this is not entertainment. Okay? Alright. It's the first set of cards. It's a lot of cards, so let's flow. So, first card is, it was a shot tower moment for Miss Horsford. Right? The second one is, okay, she was in agreement with somebody. So she was at a party, so she is in agreement as far as going to the party, so that makes her be in agreement because she accepted an invitation, so it made her be in agreement. Or somebody wanted her to get in agreement. We can take it that way. She wanted equal and fair, just to be treated equal and fair by somebody who didn't look like her. Money was pending, so somebody might have owed her money. If nobody owed her money of any kind, is something else as far as the people, okay? But that should be her card. Okay, she worked on something long enough, whatever it might have been, right? She wondered if she could believe the couple who invited her to the party. God didn't want her to go in here first, be the chairperson of her own life. Don't go in fast like a sailor. Miss Tamla, she had a lot of feelings she wanted to express. Follow me. The next one is the honest fussing with the parents. I don't like it. So this would be a child that's in that house who don't like the idea that their aunt that live in a basement or wherever she live at there argues with the parents, with the people who are in charge of the house, okay? And that would be the culprit and the lady who invited Miss Tamla to the party. You get my drift, right? So the aunt tries to cause trouble all the time because maybe she come in between a relationship or fuss or whatever she does, right? That's what the card is saying, right? So if he or she is rich, you want to be rich. You too can make it big if you want to be rich. So we have the man of the house, his woman, she might have had more money, and he wanted also to have more money. It's considered rich in the storyline. They might not be actually rich, but just more money. So maybe there's talking to Miss Tamla about a job. You want to be rich? If you get your wishes, they are meant for you. So if you get your wishes, they are meant for you. So because we have a career card right here, pick one. So he had a career already, a job already that he was tired of. So he was trying to create another career. But I don't know if she had a career already and she was trying to get another job. I just don't know for sure. We got 12 or 21. Number 1 or number 2. She had to adapt to defeat or the culprit. She was looking at the positives out of the culprit because he had a checkered past. Okay, he was drinking some kind of way, and he was chasing her, unstable, drunk, mentally ill, drug addicted, or unstable, or not all there. Okay? He wanted her to take down the walls for love, Miss Tamla. Listen to me, give in, or whatever he wanted, right? He wanted her to cheat on his achievements. So some kind of way they had a new job or something like that, or some job they wanted her to be a part of, or wanted her to be in a club or whatever this is, right, with these people, right? So he thought he was so smart, well done, or both of them, right? And that would be the culprit and the lady who invited her to the party, the hostess, right? When I said they. Having a child and holding on. So the culprit, the man of the house, I might just call him the man of the house, right? Well, the man of the house, he pretty much was hanging on, but he really didn't go for the children too good. Sometimes people hold on to relationships for certain reasons, what they can get from you or whatever. It got loyalty on the back. So we have that he was, someone is in a valley. And they're going to stay there. So they put Miss Tamla in a valley. And they left her there. In the valley, in this storyline, I mean the backyard and in the grass. Follow me? Because she did join a party, whatever time it was, afternoon, whatever the time it was, right? So she is wondering if it was true. Or was they serious maybe about even inviting her to a party or wanting her to be a part of a club, a group, or a job, whatever this is. She wasn't looking at things in color, only in black and white, and that's fuzzy, because in color, she would see every detail and see every play and see everything about whatever they was telling her about a job, getting in a club, getting in a group, or whatever this is. These people had planned out. Or just coming to the party in general, right? Because tension brewed, tension time, tension brewed. So some kind of way, somebody was talking about how she looked. Because she had to know that she was beautifully made, God says, right? She was good just the way she was. You are good just the way you are, Miss Tamla. a friend may ask to use your car. So she might have asked to be taken home. As soon as I come downstairs, I'm telling you, my nose act up. I was upstairs the whole time getting the cars together. As soon as I come down here, it's because of the air coming under the door. I'm telling you, the grass is doing me in. I'm so sorry. I had to stop for 1 minute. Oh, shucks. So she might have asked for a ride to go back home or something like that. Let's see. Or the man of the house might have offered to give her a ride, or she asked for a ride. Let's see. Talking would be the only way to heal. To invite in a healing. Because tension brewed right here. And she wondered, is you serious? Are you playing? Are you joking? Tension brewed right here. And then she was being talked about right here. She might wanted a ride home if she didn't have a car already with her. Talking would be the only way to heal because she was dealing with a rough rider in his timid state. So we have right here number 6. She is a pioneer, God says. So she was amazed that he was acting a little spicy because it was drinking going on. So she had to be strong, tough, and beautiful and know when to make the right moves and go home, right? If it hurts her, she needed to voice it to him, something he was saying, or both of them were saying, right? So we have a neighbor wants her out of the community. So that would be out of their community, just what it says, or out of their house in general. Follow me? Because you are not wanted because of your truth. So she might have been telling the truth. She didn't want to agree with whatever they were saying. Or they didn't like her appearance right here. That means her race in this storyline because they're talking about it right here. And the sounds of her in general. So she's dealing with a leader who stole from her. So maybe this couple owed her money for something she did. If not that, this just will be that the leader stole her life. Follow me? So we got the auntie is a whole bleep, right? Because this man of the house wanted her to reveal the naked soul, lay down for money, or do something to make money. Follow me? So we have that. You may be scared to be a real man. So he is scared to be a real man. Right? God says he's scared to be a real man. Let's see the next one. To get a suitable business. So he trying to build up some kind of business or whatever he's trying to do. So he was going to allow, strike that, this is Miss Tamla card. She had to allow life to follow her only to the best places. And this party wasn't the best place, God says. Be essential by coping. So we have that. She had to start to see what other people was doing to keep her stuck in situations. So she is being molded into what she wasn't. Hanging with these people, being a part of a group or whatever. A group, a club, or whatever these people had going on. A job, whatever they had going on. Right here. He committed a senseless act and he gonna boo-hoo. This is his jail card. So if not the man, his woman. Okay, so it's a lack of love for Miss Tamla, right? Some type of information she was gonna get to let her see that, or she got to see that. It was no more joking around. She is in Doomstown. Fine. There's gonna be some justice for sure against a European or somebody, whatever the race is, right? Because whoever beat her, right? Financially, mentally, physically, verbally, however, right? Emotionally. Because the person was hanging around the corner, all the way around the corner. Follow me? So it was like war games for her and this person. Follow me? It was like a pendulum. Follow me? So we have right here that, unfortunately, he was dealing with a she-bear, Miss Tamla. A woman in charge, a go-getter, a woman about business. Follow me? So we have right here that either she was in pain or we dealing with some kind of way. He had some kind of pills or she had some. Right? Or if not pills, this say codeine. So if it come in liquid form, take it that way. But I'm saying pills, okay? So it only had to be codeine, but I'm just using, I like to use this as a pain medicine, right? So if it ain't a pain medicine, just some kind of pill or whatever this is, right? Drug, right? She's a genius and he didn't even know it. She wanted peace for a checkmate though. Very soon she wanted that. So we have right here, she wanted to meet new people, fresh personalities. So we have right here that he measured and tested and saw how far he could go, and it was awful, God said, with Miss Tamla, because getting there is far away. So I don't know if he wanted her to go somewhere in his car or her just getting to their house in general or what this is, right? So we have, he really don't care for the children that he's in the house with too much, right? He just with the lady for her house or for her money or for both things, right? Because he want to be rich, he want to have more money. So learning how to get herself from under other people's thumbs, she had to start relying only on herself. She had to start to rely on herself and speak it, use her voice. So it was intense madness. She wanted the man or the man and his woman, however it's flowing, to bring in emotional love she needed. But they didn't care. Cover that emotion, Miss Tamla. So what? They didn't care. So she felt boxed in at one point, some kind of way here. Don't scratch me off. Don't scratch me off. Don't kill me. Don't hurt me. Don't throw me out. Don't push me around. Whatever you want to put in this position with this card. Because she felt boxed in. We got 14, 41, 43. I think that lady turned 41 at that time, the hostess of that party. If not, we just got the numbers there. Somebody could be 41, 43, 31, 34, 35. Take it however. She was wallowing in her pain. Follow me? But she was simply the best. She was going to see it in a moment. But the culprit was going to see it in a moment, right? And was jumping for joy. Or when she first came, we can use this card for when she first came to the party. She was happy, jumping for joy, seeing it in a moment. We can take it that way, but really it goes down here, right? So we have that, are you ashamed of me? So they was acting like they was ashamed of her because of it saying that God said that she is beautiful, beautifully made or whatever, right? So that means they were saying something against her that would make her feel like they are ashamed of her. Follow me? Or try to make her be ashamed or feel ashamed of herself, right? Are you coming home? I miss you. So I'm going to turn the card around that she want to go home and she miss her husband. I'm going to turn it around, okay? She's dealing with a psycho that might have a younger brother or he is a younger brother. And that would be the man of the house. So she had a professional vision or the man, okay? Okay, they wanted her to get in it like a socket connection. Get in it with me. Get in your feelings. Get in it with me to do what I want you to do. Follow me? So he was a leader, right? So if we're not dealing with a leader, we dealing with cops some kind of way, right? Somebody a cop some kind of way. So we have right here that religion and its effects that it left on her or left on these people. So they had some kind of religious beliefs, some kind of religious group, some kind of group in general, anything with religion, groups, clubs, or whatever was going on with them, anything like that. If religion hooked onto it or whatever's going on, right? So, or a bunch of rules was going on in the house that they follow, or some club or whatever this is, right? Anything that you can hook religion to. Am I simply a follower or believer in a faith? So was she a believer or a follower of whatever these people was trying to have her be a hook to, maybe? Or to her own beliefs? Or to their beliefs, or whatever this is God talking about? So we have right here that the man of the house, I'm going to call him that instead of the culprit. I'm just going to say the man of the house. His dad might have been in the army, or somebody in his family, or he might have been in the army, but somebody got a dishonorable discharge. So if we use this for Miss Tamla, we're going to say that he had a dishonorable discharge because he was the man of the house, right? The dad of the house, right? But he was like a drill sergeant, like a lieutenant, a sergeant, somebody who controls, right? Like in the army. So if he was like that with Miss Tamla, he had a dishonorable discharge because he was controlling her. Because she was gonna be straight to the point, eye-to-eye contact with him, no biting her tongue. Knowing all money is green. So all money is green card means this is a job that God do not condone. So he wanted her to be involved with some kind of job that God wouldn't condone, and that is a negative. Selling drugs, prostitution, anything that's negative. You know what negative jobs is. I don't have to name every negative job that God wouldn't like. This is the kind of job that this person wanted her to be a part of. Follow me? Okay, here we go with the tension. We got two tension cards. Tension right here and in my hand. I think it's 3 of them though. But anyway, I see one in purple and this one is green. I got a black one too. It might come out. Tension brewed. You might can't see it as light green. And death was the last result. Follow me? The end of the conversation or the end of Miss Tamla's life. Ducking wouldn't help Miss Tamla because this man was good and hot with her. A friend will let you take the blame for him. So this card is simply saying, and this storyline is that the man of the house is trying to, Miss Tamla was looking at these people as her friends some kind of way. But they just was neighbors, right? These people were not her friends. Friends don't treat you like this. These people were just neighbors, right? But I'm going to say what the cards say, a friend, right, will let her take the blame. So they are saying, the man of the house and also his woman is saying that Miss Tamla killed her own self because she fell over. That's what they're saying. So that's what this card's saying in here. They letting her take the blame. And they supposed to be so-called friends. Look at the card, a friend. Letting her take the blame. So we have right here that, okay, can we talk? So he wanted to talk. So let me say this real fast. I heard, can we talk for a minute? He wanted to talk for a minute. But she wasn't going with all of that because God said that would be her downfall. Because he was trying to get her in a job that God wouldn't condone. Follow me? She was going to complain when she had it if she took it. Follow me? She had to let go of destruction. That means get away from these people. Don't be in no club with them or whatever's going on with these people. Right? Let go of destruction. Miss Tamla, holding on to a corrupt pain. Dealing with those people. Follow me? So we have right here, she wasn't going to let her emotions stop her from going to a place. So going to that party in general or trying to go home. Let's see what this one is. Would this be home? Or would this be the job? I don't know. Some kind of way seem like they owe her money for something. I don't know. Let's see for a minute. Do they owe her money for something? I don't know if that's her husband called. Let me think for a minute. So I'm trying to see if she's trying to go home right here. She might be trying to go home because I see a lot of tension cards. So I can make the end up here instead of making it death. I can say the end of the conversation. And then she want to go home right here. Maybe let's see. I miss you. Pick me. I can't put this with her husband. This is this culprit, this man. He want her to go along with some job that God wouldn't condone. It say I miss you, but I'm just going to turn it around and say, come on and get in it with me. Anything like that. Because she would be an enabler for him to have financial gain. Follow me? But God wanted her to get away from these snakes and haters. These people are snakes and haters. These people were not her friends. Because these people sitting down with her, they enjoy sitting down with her and all. I guess her being a nice person and stuff like that, right? She pinpointed and saw what held her up. She wanted peace because something went too far. Tick-tock, time was going by. And somebody was thinking about the softness of her, that she a nice person or whatever. Or this man was just thinking like the wrong way. Right? So we have right here, torture me not. So this could be an actual fuss going on or a fight with this card. Torture me not, torture me. She crying out for attention some kind of way. Let me see the next card. And then maybe I can kind of see what this is. Okay. I hear money out there. No. She don't hear money out there. So for some, I hear money out there. No. Let's see what the next card is. She had to stand up against abuse. She had a choice. A chance to stand up against abuse. It was her turn to rise. God said, you know they cheating. I don't know if they had some kind of job that, I don't know, some kind of job she was doing or something. They ain't paying her money or what this is. Cause did they owe her money for something else she did? Not babysit, but like when you do something and somebody owe you money. God says her turn to rise right here. You know they cheating. Plural, right? Stand up against abuse. Somebody mistreating you. I hear money out there torturing me not. Let me see. Number 3. Let's see something. We have the man in the house wanted his cup filled. Time, money, or romance. One or the other. She had deep feelings inside. Something is on his skin or on her skin. So, tattoos, birthmarks, dimples, moles, anything. Scars, rashes, cuts, bullet holes, bruises, whatever it is. Cuts, whatever, anything. Eczema, anything. Could be on his skin, her skin. Blemishes, moles, anything. His skin, her skin, or the other lady's skin. His wife. I mean, whoever she was. The lady who gave the party. Okay, so we have a blank look that was on his face. So what? They was tearing one another down. So he was saying stuff to her, and she was coming back at him, look like. So here's internet savvy, and something was on the internet. 2 things, whatever it might be, right? So we have right here that it says sleeping with the neighbor. So Miss Tamla would be considered the neighbor, right? So you saw him go in. So we got a child. They might not be teeny children. They might be teenagers. I don't know. I don't know the ages of the children that live in that home. So some kind of way the child, one of them children might have saw some kind of way, this man at the house some kind of way, either you saw him go in to the house or into the car, and you want to tell your mom. It says that on the back of this card. So we might have one of the children that saw the man at the house go around where Miss Tamla was some kind of way, wherever she was, right? Some kind of way, he kind of went there. So if she's sleeping on a chair, he went there, and one of the children might have spotted him around by the chair she's laying on, out the back, on a balcony, or actually at the room upstairs, or whatever it might be. I just don't know with that. So it was a pandemic. Something was happening over and over again, maybe where he kept on following her, or kept on nagging her, or trying to get her to do a job he wanted done, coming on to her, or whatever's going on. Right here, he wanted her to pick door 1 love. Man wanted a threesome. Follow me? So we have right here that he wanted her to say maybe, but she wasn't giving in. Next one is God told her, Miss Tamla, don't settle for the okie doke. Right? Don't go with that. He might have said, I'll give you this, you need that. No, she don't need anything from you. Okay, so we have right here that because she knows she was not adequate. So his woman that he had, the lady who gave the party, the hostess, her, she wasn't adequate. So he's trying to have it where he makes some moves and have it where it be a threesome with Miss Tamla, right? So she considered a sister right here, even though she not Miss Tamla's sister. But all of the lady was in the party. God considered them sisters because it was like a sisterhood, like because they all at the party, all females. Follow me? Right? So she was being in competition, the hostess, with Miss Tamla, because her man, this man here, wanted to hook Miss Tamla on because the lady wasn't adequate. Get what I'm saying? Okay, the next card is the lady, the hostess, or whatever her name is, that made her mad. Follow me? Make me mad. The next side is she meant it, that she's mad about it, but he meant it, that he wanted some kind of third party to happen. Okay, now we're going to go to the next set. I think, hopefully, whoa. Next one is this lady, the hostess. Maybe I need to call it a hostess. The hostess, the person who invited her to the party, the lady there, this is her card. A mother in crime, this is her card. Follow me? Yes. God said yes, she is. Follow me? The next card is a friendship since childhood. So she got a friendship since childhood. Somebody, one of her friends or somebody, whoever it is, man, woman, or whoever, is a friendship since childhood. Or the man of the house at that time was younger than her and he made her feel youthful. Anything like that. So I have money out there. This is Miss Tamla card again. Okay, and it says yes. So some kind of way, either they owe her money or what's going on here. Seems like they owe her money for something. They keep going on. I keep seeing that kind of stuff. So, okay, they got the wrong Nancy. So her name not Nancy, her name Tamla, but that's what the card's saying, right? She was hot. That means she is upset, or somebody could be a fire sign, act like a fire sign in some way. Okay, here we got fire again. The smoke detector, that's fire. Smoke is fire, so we still got this fire going on. She didn't want no smoke. It was pros and cons. So he wanted her to be single and free. Courting is wonderful. He wanted her to have a third party. Follow me? I mean, not a third party. What you call it? Yeah, threesome. He didn't want to appreciate she as a mother. Follow me? So we have the no bowing down. She wasn't going to be bowing down to him. He is controlling and trying to dominate her and make her submissive. So if she wanted to be non-religious, would she be herself? Do she know all the facts about, I guess, whatever they're talking about, a religion, a group, a club, or whatever this is, a job, or whatever these people was telling her about, or just what was going to be happening at this party? No, she didn't know all the facts, right? Because all that stuff happened and she ended up not alive. That means she didn't know all the facts, because they had something planned out that she didn't want no parts of. Follow me? So, do the cops know all the facts? But do they even want to know? Right? So we got religion, some kind of religion, groups, clubs, or whatever they hook to. Or just a bunch of rules. Right? She wanted to get to the Milky Way and have a job some kind of way, or we have the man wanted to get to the Milky Way and have a job, or his woman, whoever this is, whichever one with that card. So we have that he wanted to test her first, though. He wanted to test Miss Tamla first, because she might have been asking questions about whatever this job is or whatever she is saying, or some kind of way he might get put on trial. Hopefully he did. So we have right here that she had to bend forward on things because they wanted to treat her like a caterpillar. Caterpillars crawl in the grass and in the dirt. And they actually put her out there like that. In the grass. And in their dirt. And that's a fact. The next card is doorbell action. So this coming right behind it. Doorbell action. And it's proof of doorbell action. And he is the best man for the job. And then the storyline is simply mean he was in and out of the door some kind of way. And it might be, if it's not a doorbell camera some kind of way, it's just some kind of camera footage some kind of way that showed that that man went in and out of the door. And it just means he went in and out. That's why I say doorbell action. That means that it was more than one time he went out. Follow me? They popped up on Miss Tamla. Both of them some kind of way. Right? Pop up on them. But they popped up on her. I got to turn it around. Because she didn't pop up on them. They knew she was coming to the party. So she didn't pop up on them. They knew she was coming. They popped up on her downstairs or on a balcony or wherever she was. White fools have to go. Right? I think I dropped that, dude. Okay, she had to continue her life. It's wake up time, God says. Let's see what this one is. She is filling a lecture. So really, she is filling a party, okay? But after the party, you might as well say it was some talking going on. Maybe them trying to convince her to do what they wanted her to do. But duty called for him. Duty called for him, I guess, to make some stuff happen. Try to make some stuff happen. With that talk and with the lecture, just talking to her, trying to convince her some kind of way. So we have there some court papers is going to be coming and they needed to be accepted. So some kind of way court papers was going to be coming and they need to be accepted to him back then. Or hopefully now in 2025. We got number 22. We got another pop-up card. So this would be for her, another card. She is taking them for a joke, right? They jokers. She taking it for a joke right here. And here it is. They popped up on her, pop up on me. It don't have to be a Wednesday, whenever the party was. So they popped up both times because he wanted her to get closer to a girl. A gay person, a gay woman. Follow me? So we have right here to get dead, to give in. Strike that. So we have the man of the house. He was causing problems with the kids there because he wanted the woman, the hostess of the house, that lady there, to just give the children back to the father. You know how you cause problem with the children and then the first thing the mother says, I'm sending them back to his father. You know, that type of thing. He's fixated on Miss Tamla's sexuality. So we have right here that hopefully when a verdict comes for this man, the cuffs will be getting put on him right after the verdict. Hopefully. He wanted to wrap it up every time and pray about it. So he wanted some kind of way to talk to Miss Tamla about some kind of threesome. I'm back to that again. He wanted to just wrap it up every time and just pray about things, right? Because he wanted her to act like she's single and free. Courting is wonderful. They might got a swingers club. I'm trying to think of what this is these people got going on. Right? So we have you're dying inside. No do-overs. So it was no do-overs for them with Miss Tamla and not one. No, I'm saying it wrong. It was no do-overs. You're dying inside. Let's see what the next card is. Okay. It was going to be no do-overs. Miss Tamla was dying inside. She is the lone wolf. They looked at her as easy. I had to write it on a piece of paper because my card is stuck in all of my cards, so I just didn't feel like looking for it. So that's kind of look like that. She needed a miracle. She was tattered. Follow me. So we have that. He was going to go on his mission and go get Miss Tamla. Because he is a kinkster and he wanted to supersize and he needed her to supersize. So if he wanted a threesome, he wanted her hooked on to make things happen in his personal relationship. But some kind of way he had something else going on where he's going to try to make money, try to start and have some other kind of business. And he had in mind he could hook her on because he's looking at her as less than some kind of way and she poor. He wanted to supersize with her, have her hooked on. He wanted her to be an enabler for him to have financial gain because he was tired of the job he had. He would do anything to taste her charm right here. Want me to buy you something? Whatever it is he was saying. I will try anything. Here it is right here. I'm giving in to him. So he wanted his needs met. He's feeling his time abusing her. Follow me? So God says that bullying time was up for him. The man of the house, him. So we got two females that was at that party or wherever they were that need to lay off of the sweet stuff off the cakes. They eat too much sweet stuff or they need to change their diet or whatever's going on, right? You're getting a new job. Yes, see, because she was under the impression she was getting a new job, but she just didn't find out all the details of it. That was the problem, right? Give me some space. Need some time. So instead of give me some space, I'm going to turn the card around. She wanted him to get out of her space. She wanted him to get out of her space. And he wanted her to take some more time to think about it. Because she was saying no. And that's not the answer he wanted to hear. So something could happen on a Thursday or Sunday or whatever day of the week. Because crying was good for her heart. So some kind of way she was crying at that house there with those people. She got an epiphany because she was a jovial, nice person. So it was, this man wanted a windfall he was focused on, right? But Joy Marcus was going to show that he was going to get a windfall because he had plans on, because he had right here a dead-end job. Follow me? She wanted peace though. So we have a best friend is involved in a crime. Not in just any crime, in this crime, right? So universe is saying that universe was saying for Miss Tamla to put the brakes on it. That just means stop whatever it is, get out of something, stop something, whatever it is, right? But evidently God was saying it to this person too. But he wasn't listening to God because these people don't listen to God. These people feel like they are part of something. Let's just say just the next set. Whoa, shoot, I don't want to mess it up. I gotta keep it going like it was going. Okay, here's Miss Tamla. Mention us, the brass loved one. I will, Miss Tamala Horford. You are the light, the brass loved one. I sure am. Next one. I was coupled off with Satan, right? I just wanted peace. Follow me. I pinpointed a problem and I became a change shifter. The culprit was looking at me as his good fortune. He said, is you my good fortune, Tamla? He said, nobody is perfect because I decided he was not for me. I'm not going along with what he's saying, right? I just wanted to be a lioness to my cubs, to my kids, right? And that's real. I was going to play my part. She didn't want this job he's talking about. It wasn't threesome or nothing else. So we have right here that she was asking simply why, or he was saying why, or the family gonna want to know why they did this to Miss Tamla. Follow me? So each one of them had to decide not to blame each other for the death of Miss Tamla. Follow me? Look at this card. Don't blame each other for the death. Okay, so we have right here that he wanted Miss Tamla to just wait, right? Come on and go to that meeting, that group, or to the hospital. Just wait. So she went to the party, but some kind of way, the threesome, that situation right there was going to be this right here. Going to something else would be like that threesome. Because it's like a group of people, because you got 3 people, so you might as well call it a group. Come on and go. You get what I'm saying? Come on and go. Follow me. Okay, she is overprotective of her own self. Right? Because she had to be overprotective. She couldn't even be regular like she was when she came in, because some kind of way they showed a lack of love and they made her feel a certain kind of way. So she had to be overprotective of herself. Like you wrap a sandwich 10 times with saran wrap instead of 2 times. She was cautious. They was looking at that. She was living a soap of her life. She was equipped for the best she could do the job, what they wanted to do. They had things planned out. They was thinking about her, what they feel like, oh, she can do it, or we can use her, or whatever their minds was thinking. She didn't know these people had all these thoughts about her. Don't blame each other for the death. I said that already, right? So, okay, don't fall for the okie doke. I said that one too. So, two hearts that beat to find one another. I miss you so much. So this is Miss Tamla to her husband right here. Two hearts to find, to beat to find each other. I miss you so much. Okay. So we here with this one. They wanted her to think out of the box. Right? They was harsh. Follow me. Oh, here's the plastic card right here. That's the same card you heard me say. She was protected when she came in, but she had to get this way, overprotective of herself because of how they was acting. She had to get away from the snakes. I thought I said that already. Okay, I'm going to say it again. Get away from the snakes. Oh my goodness, here it is. Look at these snakes. Look at the snakes. Oh my goodness. She is keeping the snakes alive. God says, let them get under her skin. Get away from them. Because they created this right here for Miss Tamla. Never again will a family get the gift of Miss Tamla. This a death card. Okay. She is an arrow living, right? Unique. What these people were. She is trying her best to escape. Look what the cards say. She wanted to express. She really wanted to, but she probably wasn't being listened to because she was dealing with this man right here who was a pusher of money. This man here, this a bad card, a pusher of money card, meaning you'll kill your own mother, your newborn baby, you'll set the house on fire, you'll do anything for money. Okay? This man was a ticking time bomb. Follow me? You don't have to believe nothing the card's saying, but I'm telling y'all, believe every card you hear me say, because these are cards God gave me. You don't have to take nothing as fact, okay? I'm going to say it one more time, right? She was anxious. Here's a ticking time bomb. So we have right here, he was fighting her. Follow me? Okay? It say killed by his, it say killed by his woman or the man's woman. So one of these people killed Miss Tamla. Either what this card say, killed by his woman or this man, the culprit. One of them. Because Miss Tamla just then died from falling off the porch. That's not true. Okay, so we got whatever day. It don't have to be a Thursday. These people was going to get a message from God or whenever it is in their life to let them know life is about experiencing life, not about murdering people. This is a killing card. This shouldn't be in here if she wasn't killed. Okay? Life is about experience and not Miss Tamla wasting her time, God's precious time with you people, and on anything that wasn't important. But also this is for the culprits. Life is about experience, not about you killing and wasting somebody's life. Okay? You was covering all your bases. Something was in plain and simple. You all right? So we have this one. Bear with me because there's a lot of cards. You want her to think out of the box. You need her to think out of your box. Get out of your box. Act like you're single and free so you can do this job with us. What we want you to do. Act like you're not a mother. Be single and free. And just do what you want to do. Think out of your box. They wanted to ruin her stability with her family. No one else can have you. Yeah, you made it where nobody else can have her. Her kids can't have her. Her husband, her mother, her sister, her father, whoever. They can't have her because you made sure that. You was being consistent. It's your test. You was testing her. You was being consistent. Either you like a Gemini or like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. She had to pay attention to her dreams and her visions. because you sure was. Because you wanted to create something. You felt like a genius getting away with this and not being locked up for your crime. Because you was going to sit down and gloat about it. Because she's a sweetheart, God says. Because God says that you wanted her to do something to disrespect herself. You was in the wonderland of the lost souls, you and your woman. And really all of you people who was at that party, all of you part of one another. All of you are part of it. But the two of you are the people she was with last when she died. But the whole group of you are part of this right here. Wonderland are the lost souls. That simply means that somebody's sinful, devilish street. Whatever it is about you, you're trying to make her not godly with that card there. Okay? So, do something to disrespect herself. You want her to be calm and just conquer this thing. Just be calm about this thing, right? Because I'm bruised, but I'm still me inside. Now, she's saying she bruised, but she's still her inside. So she bruised from something. She bruised from you being racist to her, because at one point you start talking about her to make her not feel like she's pretty no more and things like that, talking down to her and stuff like that. Or you attacked her, or both. You want her to be a substitute here, right? Hook her on, follow me? She is only interested in balance, and balance means just being with her husband where she belongs, follow me? So we have right here that you is working to destroy her, follow me? Here she is. I'm beautiful. I must get past this. I'm still beautiful. So this is a negative card. I feel like you, I mean, this could be where the racial talk is happening, or you attacked her, because this is a card, usually, this is a bad card. Right? She was made to, it was made to look like it was natural causes. Her death, that is, right? Oh, she just fell over. So that's not really what you call all the way natural causes, but you know, an accident. So that's what that card is standing for. She is wonderful. And who was proud of her? Her family. Okay? So we have that. It was fussing going on between you, her, your woman, whichever one of you was fussing with Miss Horsford. She had to have a clear mind. Follow me? So you didn't notice that she was of a different caliber. You thought you could make her a certain kind of way, or you thought she was a certain kind of way. And then when you found out she's not that kind of woman, because up there you want her to disrespect herself, but you see, she said, that's not me. I'm not that. Right? You had her pegged out a certain kind of way. So do not hold yourself down. So let's say don't hold yourself down and safe. So I feel like she need not hold herself down with you people trying to be friends with you all. But I feel like in a situation that night right there, there's some kind of way she is being held down. I feel she is being held down. She is trying to be safe, but see, because behind is coming the Neo card, the negative card, and it's a penalty phase for you, right? She is being genuine with you, saying that she don't indulge, she don't want to do that, but you still going to try to make her be the way you want her to be. She is being genuine with you, or with your woman. Don't you see it say him or her, whichever one it is, or both of you. You was a nut, unstable, mentally ill, drunk, pill popping, not all there, whatever was going on at that time period. Now let me just say the rest of them. No mean no. When it comes down to a woman, no mean no. I'm letting you know, no mean no. You don't just do what you want to do anyway when a woman say no. And take advantage because you feel like ain't nobody here to help her. I do what I want to do. Because that's the kind of attitude you seem like you got. I do what I want to do. That's what you feel like you can just do what you want to do because she in your house. Just because somebody in your house, they don't give you no right to be beating on nobody and doing things to them because they in your house. Tell them to leave your house. Number 12 or number 21. Yeah, you want to settle her down. These are light green, so you might can't see them. You want to settle her down to be your lifeboat. That means make money, get money out of her. Hopefully, this will happen to you. Where 2025 justice will be served for Miss Tamla. Hopefully. So we got the calico. So we're going to look at your woman, you, and Miss Tamla. So you know the calico cat, right? There's 3 colors to that cat, right? So we're going to put all 3 as the races, right? Because of you wanted the threesome. Follow me? So she spectated and challenged you, or you did that to her. So she had to get a backbone and go home and stay there. But you was curious. She didn't have a backbone at the time because she was high, something like that. So a backbone means she would be straight and she'd be able to just go on home. But she wasn't, so that's why God said she had to get one and to go home and stay there. But she didn't have that because she was high and she wasn't straight. She wound up probably laying down or whatever was going on. So you was curious. You saw she didn't have a backbone. You saw that she was high, whatever was going on with your mind. Number 10. So we got birds. You might have a lot of birds around where you live. You might have had some old birds come there after this happened to her. That means old men. We got number 1, number 9, number 10. 10 and 10 is 20. Something could mean with the 20. Something could have been on the 20th. She is going to be herself. You need to check your mind. But she wanted to check her mind and need to check her mind so she could be secure. So Virgo or somebody who is business-minded was waiting for a move to be made. And it said you made the move wisely, or somebody who is adventurous like the Sagittarius kind of person. So you might have been waiting for Miss Tamla to make a move to try to do what you want done. Or somebody else did something. Follow me? To Miss Tamla. Follow me? Somebody act like the Sagittarius, adventurous, and somebody act like the Virgo. So we have nuns giving a donation. Okay, man, to pose as dead in the convent. So the convent, that's what, with the convent, it could be like a coven, a church, a group, or whatever this is with these people, these women, or all them people put together, or whatever it is. Or it can even serve as the party. You want to make it the party, make it the party. But I think it's a little bit deeper than a party, it feels like. But anyway, this man is posing as the dad. So he the leader, he in charge. He's the king of the castle. He doing all the talking. So we have that. The nuns would stand for all the ladies that was there because a lot of them had blonde hair. And they was female, so they probably in some kind of group or something like that. Okay, so Miss Tamla gave a donation because she brought in that tequila she had. So she brought a donation in, right? A treat, right? But I don't think nobody wanted any, right? Because it was karmic measure, so right here. So they left it for her to drink her own stuff, right? She might have asked for that number, house number to even go there in the first place. She accepted. Okay. The ball of cheating need to be left in this court. Will you leave it there? So they wanted her to have a threesome, but the ball of cheating is in its court, and God was saying, would she leave it there? She gonna leave it there. She not gonna be a part of what these people talking about. They're going to have to sop it up. She don't want no part of it. So let's say somebody getting jailed up, right? I hope this year. Say this year. I hope so. I really hope so. We got number 3. He won. We got number 32, number 23. Okay. He guilty as charged is going to be on letterhead or the woman. Whichever one. Or both of them. Okay? You are going live, right? So you are going live. So Miss Tamla, it might have went live back then. I'm just not sure. Or he was going to go live with something he had on the computer or whatever God talking about right there. Okay, so he left her not on the street. He left her out back in the grass, not in the leaves, but in the grass. Not on the street, but in the grass, on the ground. Get my direct right. So she might like fashion, or the lady who threw the party. One of them like fashion, but the man couldn't control himself in his own skin. So it's going to be an order of justice, or he made it where it was an order of justice because she wasn't obeying and complying to him, or a judge some kind of way it's going to be. So did what Miss Tamla, do you want what he did to her or what they did to her? She said she don't want no parts of this. She don't want to do whatever. And then this happened to her because next card is they discard Miss Tamla. Others, right? Because she said, I don't think so. It's like, I'm not going to do it. It just means, no, I'm not going to do it. You're not going to discard me. You're not going to treat me this way. Whatever she was talking like. So we have right here, she had to see it, what it is to see. But then we have the man at our house. He see it, and what he see was Miss Tamla on the deck, or whatever that is, a porch or whatever she is standing on, right? They say plenty on deck waiting, follow me. So for him, he knew Miss Tamla was outside on a porch or whatever that was. She was on the deck, the porch, or whatever you want to call it. And he called it plenty because really he had his lady friend already there. And then having another lady makes it plenty. Follow me? Plenty on deck waiting. He saw it. He saw her. Follow me? Here he is. Can you help me? It says, I'm turning it around because she didn't ask him anything. He asked her, can you help me? He wanted her to move her saddle. That means move on it and help him. Here's the next card, right? Because he wanted the whole pot. That means cheating, follow me? That means third party, follow me? When? Right then at that party time. He wanted her to be, where's that available card? I saw it. Wait a minute. Bear with me for a minute. Bear with me for a minute. I'm going to see it when I don't want it. Watch, that card going to pop up. But okay, but he wanted her to be already available. But let's change the card for this storyline. He saw she was already available. It was like, there's an extra lady in the house, right? And I guess he's saying, wait a minute, here's somebody. Let me just see if I can get away with this for tonight because she's here. So she available. So if he was somebody who want like extra ladies in his relationship or something, he saw that she is already available. She was in his house, so why not ask her? So that's why I think his mom was thinking, like, because he saw she was already available, I guess he said, well, let me go ask her. Okay, so he wanted to ensure maybe that Miss Tamla was even coming. So he might have said to his woman, you sure you can get her here? Because it's an insurance card. Real insurance or insurance just to be sure somebody gonna be somewhere, or real insurance. You know what I mean? So he wanted to make sure she was gonna be there. And let me see the next one. Yeah. So he might have asked his person, you sure you can get her here? And she might have said, yeah, I can get her here. And then she was there because she showed up at the party. But then he had plans right here before that card right there. He had plans. She was already available once she came, because he had it planned out as far as that seemed like. Because he wanted to cheat and have more than one lady friend. So Miss Tamla had a toy sense of freedom It was ounced out minute by minute. So minute by minute, it was letting her see that she really ain't had the freedom that she thought she had. That was fake. So when she first came in there, it seemed to her when she first came in there that everything was fine. She moving around freely, like they her friends and all this kind of stuff. But really, all that stuff was fake with those people. After a while, they let her see what it was and what it wasn't. Get what I'm saying? It was fake. Minute by minute, ounce by ounce, they were showing her, letting her know, no, you're not free. You can't be free with us. It is obvious right here that it is. Yeah, same card. So we have right here that he wanted her to take a cup of desire. But God didn't want her to be in the background. Be front and center. Right? That means speak in this situation. But he wanted a cup of desire. What is this doing here? This say, why is this in there? Let me focus and see why this card in here. So this is a killing card, but I'm trying to see. Let me see for a minute. I'm gonna change it. It says something like that, but I'm gonna say hate them. Let's say hate them on the other side. So I'm gonna say, instead of what's sitting on here, I'm gonna say black people, because it say trans on here, so I gotta change it and say a black killing. Let me see. Because it say hate them. This is a hate card. When you hate, it say trans on here though, right? So I gotta change it. She was a black person, so I'm gonna say not. It don't matter if she's a black woman or black man though. It just, we gotta focus on she was black, and that's what this card gotta go with. It was a black killing of a black life here, because he hate them, or maybe both of them did. Just because people talk to you, that don't mean they truly deep down like you. Okay, so we got somebody who might be in the Air Force and the Army in general, out of all of their friends, his family, her family, if not them. They're trying to railroad her into doing what they wanted her to do. Maybe he a veteran at it, as far as like cheating and having third parties, or is just talking a lot and out his feelings or whatever was going on. He put some force in it, trying to force her to go along, because see, it was sneaky. She didn't know this was going to happen as far as this situation here. See, this is a sneaky card. He aimed for it. Look at the card. And he went on a kitty cat mission. Kitties are sneaky. He wanted her to simmer down. Follow me? Because he wanted his needs met. Follow me? Okay. I'm ready. No more. That's not her. That's him, because she's saying no. He is the force right here. He coming her direction. He wanted her to embrace green, some money, some kind of way, maybe that'll make her giving or whatever, but he wanted to make money off her some kind of way. He wanted to make some money off her, right? Embrace green. But God said, how much would it take for her to leave? But I don't know if she had a car with her. I don't know if her cell phone, I don't know how high she was, and I don't know if she had a cell phone, or they had a cell phone, or for a car was there. I just don't know. Because they wanted her to take it a joyous occasion, or he did. She was married. So the card say, "Are you married?" But he knows she was married. He didn't care that she was married. He had no respect for marriage whatsoever. He wanted her to be a lady on the side, a threesome. Follow me? Because he wanted to plan his fortune. Something he wanted to do online, make money or do videos or whatever this man was up to. And he was going to take his shot, make it happen, his best shot. Okay, somebody spent watching while she got X'd out. Follow me? That means she got killed. Lately, it's been justified. He was opinionized if she is work worthy. Follow me? So we have right here, he was questioning her ability to be a star. Be anybody in life. Right? She ain't really gonna be nobody. She ain't really gonna be nobody. You know, let's get her. God wanted her to stay in God's presence, have God's bubble of protection around her, because anything outside of the bubble was going to hurt her and harm her, and it did. These people, she had to stop thinking she deserved abuse, because these people was abusive. She was high, so they just did whatever they wanted to do. Nobody knows but who was in there, and who was in there was those main two people or whoever it was. She wanted help to come, but wasn't no help, because all them people was on the same side. She is being appreciative of a house that was sufficient, being in these people's house for this party. Ducking wouldn't help her though. Follow me? And she was going to be herself. She had to be bold and look at all the details. And I feel that she didn't get to see all of the details, whatever it was, at first. But then eventually she saw whatever they was talking about. She was saying no to it. It was time for her to move on and get out of that house and just stay away from these people. Right? They're just looking at her as a joke. They didn't see her worth and her ambition because they looked down on her. They confused her. For a prostitute, they figured they could give her whatever to make her do what they wanted her to do. They were seeing her potential as far as to do in this whatever they wanted done over here. But they didn't see her potential as far as her like doing anything else in life. Follow me? But God says that she is seeing her own potential. And she had lots of life to live. That got cut off. He wanted no excuses, excuse my French, because he had something planned out, right? And she was going against, right? Next card, let's take it like this. He is picturing a crazy love, whatever he had planned out, follow me? Next card, God didn't want her to jeopardize it, right? Because something was in plain sight. She got to see. So we have right here that he is, just her card. She is going to be fearless, or she is fearless when she came in that house. She didn't know nothing about nobody's going to try to harm her. She wouldn't have came if she knew that. This is a God card. She is an earth angel lady. Universe, speak to me, lead me to my way. See, right here, she wants to get out some kind of way, but she needs some kind of help right here. In this storyline, because she high and she among people who got it in for. See, she was fearless when she went in because she didn't know nothing was going to be going against her. Okay? Here it is. It's showtime. See? And life was like a movie for her. Here they are. Here it is. Look at this card. Look at the card. The family wanted to be like it was before Miss Tamla was murdered. These people wanted the relationship that they had with Miss Tamla to be like it was before, but it got murdered. And why? Because fighting took place, fussing took place, name calling took place, racial remarks took place, so it changes you up. When you have charged feelings, that means you got feelings like you hate the person, you don't like them no more, you know you don't care nothing about what happened to them. And that's how it got all off of them trying to make her do what they wanted her to do, especially this man. And it got ugly like that because he had plans and thinking that she gonna be able to do whatever and he gonna be able to pull something off on her, and she fooled him. Can I just say it like that? She didn't go with whatever this is. She was being scared of nothing when she went to this house. She didn't know it was gonna be no problems. But he wasn't gonna be scared of nothing because he felt he was gonna be in the clear. Everybody was gonna believe him. Whatever he said, it was obvious. He wasn't gonna be scared of nothing, and he wasn't. Right? Come right after the murder card. He's scared of nothing. Like, oh, he ain't getting in no trouble. Nobody's gonna mess with him. He grabbed her arm some kind of way. His hand was on her arm, on her body. He touched her. This is the arm card. Stop it right now. Where's your money? So we talking about money right here. So he tried to give her money or talk about money or anything about money. So we have right here that he was becoming unboxed, unhinged, upset. You know what I'm saying? So he touched something and placed something. Follow me, whatever it might have been. Or she did. So we have right here that she's tangled up in an environment full of G's. And that simply is the party goers. But after all of them went, most of them went, I guess she is left with the two people who was walking around like she was. Whoever they might have been. He worked on it long enough, or she worked on something long enough, whatever it was, on whatever day of the week. It don't have to be Wednesday or Friday. So we have with this next card that a lot of money was spent in some kind of way, and bills and tabs might have been built up or something like that. So maybe he had a lot of bills, or maybe he spent a lot of money on something, or whatever it is. This is the spending money card. So she had to have a clear mind. Straight there. He needed to get a clear mind because he's letting off his sexual tendencies, being the man. Like, I'm the man. So we have right here, he wasn't valuing others. So, it was wake up time. Newsflash. Wait a minute. Okay, let's just finish up. Let's see. Where were we? Oh yeah, thoughts were spinning in her mind. She was anxious because here is the skin card where he was saying about the skin, or both of them was talking about her skin. All skin is different, but all skin is different, but all blood is red. He had to see it in the world of his mind, or him and his woman. So we have right here that he was feeling his adventure, a copyright, trying to build a business on the side or whatever was going on, and he wanted her hooked on to be an enabler for him to have financial gain. He needed people to hook on. So he was acting ugly as stink to her. So look at all the cards. Keep your eyes on the cards. And we have right here, he mentioned them coming. So his he mentioned to his woman, or asked her, was Miss Tamla coming, or some kind of way somebody mentioned as far as the coming. I said this already. Yeah, she is being already available. Was she available to come to the party maybe, or whatever this is? She said she's sure maybe. Okay, so we have right here that she went somewhere and that would be this party, but then she didn't know it was going to turn negative. It was going to be bad. It wound up being bad. She wound up dying, dealing with this place. So she need to believe only in God's word, not man's word. Right? Okay, because right here is no more impressing. He didn't want to impress her no more. He wanted to know, will you do it? What he wanted done. Follow me? Okay, let's just see. Next card is, he had cheating ways. She wasn't going to settle for less. What she need, not you, God says. Let me get these. I mess up all of it. All that work I put in to fix these cards. I do not need them to mess up now. Too much work going into it. Trying to really make this happen. Thank you for Miss Tamla. Okay, she is going to take an action and go somewhere. And the only place I see she went was to this party. But they broke her off like a twig on a tree. Killed her. Because we have the man who was abusing his power, let off everything he can let off, all his anger or whatever. She wanted sensitivity and tenderness. Okay, she need to be treated like the queen she was. Treat her like the queen she really is. She wanted them to invite in the warmest love of all and treat her decent because they had charged feelings against her after a while because she didn't want to give in to him. So she felt the moisture and all it took from her. He gonna insist that he innocent, follow me? So we have right here that you know you did it. Now face it because he did it. And he needs to be accountable if he did it, right? Or his woman, whichever one it is, because God said guilty as charged. One of you or both of you, right? As it exists. We got number 5 cards, number grace. You have back your ways of thinking that is racist and not coming up to today's time. Okay, she saw it now. She saw that you was racist. Okay, you wanted to create some kind of business for yourself, right? So you was trying to have her be a part of it. You wanted her to wean herself from her studies. That means take care of her kids, take care of her husband, or she had some other job, whatever it was. You want her to stop that for a little bit and come your way and help you create what you're trying to create and hook up onto some job you had, was working up, business you was trying to create, making videos or whatever you was doing. She wanted to be treated equal and fair. So we have right here that if she loved white, she need to ask some questions. And if you're not white, whatever your race is, I'm going to say the card. If she loved white, she need to ask some questions to you. So this mean in this storyline right here, white person, follow me? Don't let him or her burst your bubble. So she shouldn't, I said it wrong. She should not let neither one of you burst her heart, God says. Leave her heart burst with whatever you people do to her. Because you talk to her about some kind of job or whatever this is, right? So, feeling you deserve. Yeah, so you are, and that would be the man and his wife, the hostess, right? The dad of the house and the hostess, right? You was feeling that Miss Tamla deserved the misbehaving that you was doing to her, right? Because you wanted to invest and able to gain. Because it was nice to want to help at home, but whatever job you had wasn't doing it for you or whatever, right? But Miss Tamla wanted to invest and able to gain because maybe she was looking for a job or whatever was going on here. It was nice for her to want to help at home, but it wasn't working. So maybe y'all was talking to her about a job or something or whatever this is. So I don't know. She needed transportation to get to that party, and you was going to talk to her at the party about training, about a job or anything like that, or this just a court card that you're going to be going to court. Okay, so you need a childhood healing. We got number 10. Something could have happened when you was 10. You turned in sissified. One of you, maybe the hostess of the party, told her, come on, I'm here for you, come on to the party. Or whatever you might have said, get in your car and come on to the party, Tamla. Whoa. She is a married lady, but you was calling her some kind of way. And the calling mean that you was following her in the house and studying, saying stuff to her to get her to do what you want. A joyous occasion. A threesome. Follow me? And whatever else you was trying to make happen with some job. Right? God told Miss Tamla, don't you settle for no junk, Miss Tamla. Right? Something happened in the winter time. No more base conditions as far as drawing money. So you felt like you was going to go another way as far as making money besides your regular job. And right here you're trying to create something new. But what you're trying to create new is a negative. And it'd make her disrespect herself. Right? So you created a common law with your, a monster with your common law. Because you're trying to get rich or trying to get money to catch up with her, I guess, or whatever's going on. Be as wealthy as her or whatever. So, this will be for Miss Tamla, I'm going to say. There will be an inheritance, a fund, a trust he wants you to have. So, I'm going to turn it around to Miss Tamla, husband. It's a brother on here. I'm just going to turn it around, period. I'm going to turn it around. Mother will leave you money. I'm going to say it like that. And the mother going to be Miss Tamla, right? I'm going to turn the card around. There will be an inheritance, a fund, a trust, or lawsuit, or whatever it is that she going to want you to have. Because everybody who involved who did not handle her case right should be sued. From the coroner on down. Who all did everything they did wrong need to be sued. Took her mother away. Her mother got taken away and y'all just mishandled things. You ain't do things like you should. You act like you ain't value her life. Like her life is nothing. Brush her life under the rug. That's not acceptable in God's eyesight, right? So we have right here that lights are flashing and she needed to see them, those lights. And the lights in her storyline would simply mean that these people was changing up on her, right? Period. She had to unwant what needed to go, and that means she needed to get out of that house, right? So, she is coping with a disaster because lights was flashing. Remember, God says that, right? If you do not achieve, it is not coming for you. Let me fix my clothes for a minute. Sorry about that. Let me fix my clothes then. So with this, for the man of the house, God's saying that if you do not achieve it, it is not coming for you. But he didn't want to take no for an answer. He wanted to kind of achieve it and receive it and force it. She's saying no, but you still trying to make something happen. He trying to make a business happen up there and he want to hook on to it. But Miss Tamla was coping with a disaster at that point. And he was too, because he had plans on her being a part of whatever and doing what he wanted. And this what he did. God don't make mistakes, people. Look at this card. Look at the next card. It look raggedy, but look what it says. Here's your flowers. Flowers in my storyline only given unless it come in my healing cards. If it come in any of these cards, is only for a wedding or for a death. Now my healing cards, we can say you take them to the hospital. We can take it a whole nother, but these is not my healing cards. Right? He gave her flowers. Because remember, he had a disaster and he wasn't getting what he wanted. Right? He might be crying on a witness stand, or his woman, right? Or Miss Tamla was crying, standing some kind of way, crying maybe, trying to, because we have right here, who is the prince in your life? So her husband is the prince in her life, the king in her life, but this man right here was trying to pin himself onto her at that time. So he might have somebody that's in his family, if not his family, one of the friends of all of those people that don't really go for him too good, that dislikes him, follow me? But he never knew why, and he might need to ask to find out. So I know love must come from both ways. How about you? It's your turn to prove to me that you care. So with that card right there, in this storyline, they not showing that they care about her. They not showing love. They being mean, because it's all about now them trying to get her to do something she don't want to do. So see, it didn't turn ugly in this house now that she seemed to be stuck in, because I don't know where her phone at or what's going on. She had to eat some healthy foods, or one of these people. Yeah. Next card is, okay, somebody thought something was humorous. Need some healing energy. So she's a lone wolf. They looked at her as easy because he is the kingster. This is really a drug dealer card, but I can take it to any leader. I mean, any boss, any leader, right? He wanted to supersize, and a business he is trying to create right there. Right there, that card up there I told you. He's going to create his miracle wisely. He wanted to hook on to it, follow me? He looked at her as a lone wolf. I can do that to her. She poor, she black, or whatever his mind was thinking. He wanted pleasant times, follow me? Pleasant times. Right here, he's going to go get his mission. And his mission was to get her, hook her on, to be a part of, use her. He might like the color red. She might like the color red. Okay. You are mine, never forget that. Are you coming for me? So I can turn this around for Miss Tamla's husband. You are mine, never forget that. Are you coming for me? But he didn't hear her. He didn't know she wanted that. So from mom might have been thinking inside she wanted her husband to come get her, but he couldn't hear her. Get what I'm saying? If she wasn't using a phone. And she looking at her husband is hers. That's the only person that belonged to her is her husband. And she wanted him to come for her. But if we take it to the culprit is looking at, no, you are mine. You in this house right now, so I'm going to do what I want to do to you. Right? And I'm going to come for you. So we're going to turn it around if it goes with the culprit, because he wanted his needs met, and God said that was abuse. So we have right here, God is taking over. So bullying time is over, because it was bullying of Miss Tamla. So we have like two females, whoever they is, might have been in that house that need to lay off the sweet stuff. So we have, you're getting a new job, no. So at first, some kind of way she's supposed to be getting a job, some kind of way, but I guess she just didn't know what it entailed. But see, once she found out, she didn't want it, but I guess they got mad, or he got mad about it. She wanted her space, get away, right? He wanted her to think about it, take some more time to think about it, because he didn't want to take no for an answer, because he already might have put money out or whatever he done some kind of way, Thursday, Sunday, or whatever day. Cry sometime. It was good for her heart, so she is going to do some crying, because she got that epiphany in there. She was nice. So it was joy markers, because he was planning on a windfall, because he was staying at a dead-end job, and he might wanted to get away from it. She wanted peace, though. So a best friend is involved in a crime, or just a friend of his in general, if it's not a best friend, okay? Or a friend of hers, whoever it is, a friend of theirs, whoever it belongs to. Here we have universe says that Miss Tamla had to put the brakes on it as far as being there, or the culprit needed to put the brakes on as far as what he did to Miss Tamla. So we got the red 2 times. Somebody like the color red. I got red gloves on. Hey. So opportunity struck. Here it is. Opportunity strikes and he got ready. Get ready. Because he blamed her. You blame me. He blamed her. So he did what he did. Because he blamed her because she didn't go with whatever this is he had planned out. Because she didn't know all the details. She didn't know everything about it. So we got number 41. It could have been 41. So we have right here that they in their dream house. But somebody going to jail, hopefully. So we got a locker. Her life became doomed. We got the, he wanted the original. The annex here. He wanted the original. At first, she was get ready to get a job with them, whatever the job was they was talking about or something. But then she changed up because she found out what it was, and she's saying no. So he wanted the original, the annex. You said you was going to do it, but she didn't know exactly what it even was. So she ain't look at all the details to whatever it was to know what it even was. So we got number 4, 32, 35, 13 could be part of anything. License, door number, anything. Birthday, social, part of anything. Phone number. Okay, so we have right here that the in-laws was talking about her behind her back. So the neighbors was talking about it behind her back, simply probably trying to say, well, let's use her, or whatever they might have been talking. Whatever it is they're talking about. The women's group, the football women, or whoever this is, a bunch of people, whoever they are, right? Neighbors, whoever was talking about it behind her back. They been doing it. They might have been doing it upstairs or whatever. Once she found out, she was going to handle it lightly. Maybe if it was in their house that night or just in general. So we have God's number of grace. They was bullying her, bullying me. So she might have thought it would be the end of her money problems. No more worrying about money. As far as a situation, if they're talking about a job for her. Or the culprit, he felt like it would be the end of his money problems. Him creating some business over there that he wanted her to be hooked to. So she need not over talk because he was like, he's a chicken time bomb, God said. He's some kind of person that could go off. But she could find something in the drawer. Something was in the drawer. He could find something in the drawer, in his pocket, in her pocket, in her pocketbook, or wherever. Something was somewhere. Follow me? Don't over talk. Could have been a camera. Could have been anything. Follow me? Whatever. He wanted her to collaborate fast and get in it. Get in a deal. Get in a job. That's usually a job. Okay, she ended up at the funeral parlor here. Got New York on there. Okay, somebody need to get some healing energy. So we got the real brother, the real dad. I don't know if his father, his real father, his brother, his real brother. I just don't know. He was a shark. Okay, so we have that silly me to think that I could fool you. If you met her lesbian or him gay, you can still feel your God's mission. So Miss Tamla is the God person. This is her card. So she didn't know anything about these people, what they was and what they wasn't. I mean, they look like they together and that's all she knew. So she can still do her God's mission. But this card actually means if something happened to you some kind of way, you can still do God's mission. That don't mean you you are like they are. So with this next card, because this next card is a negative, right? So rape took somebody there sexually to make them a certain kind of way. So I don't see the big one, so I don't see the big one. So one of those people might have been attacked in their life kind of way to make them like they are. Okay, so a time was mentioned. Maybe for that party or just to do something to Miss Tamla at that house, at the party or whatever. I don't know for sure. Or the party to start or whatever, right? She was needing more, not doing enough to make it happen. She had to stop thinking other people need more than her, God says. So she is adapting to her neighbor's wants, and her wants was being falling by the wayside, God says, right? So waving. Something waving, I just don't know what that is. Okay. Yeah, she is adapting to their wants and letting her wants fall by the wayside. So we have that he thought she wasn't no better than nobody else, right? So she's feeling, if it was done to you, would you like it? So she is a God person, and she get along with all races here, gathering up the world, bringing in the happiness. So she had to still start taking care of herself, because they was looking at her as promiscuous here, right? So we have that she had to get away from the idiot. God said this person an idiot and take back her power. Follow me? Okay, this is it right here, something like that. So we have that she got left out in the cold. They might like the color coral, live around coral some kind of way, but they left her out in the cold. So it could have been summer, whatever time it was of the year, still they left her out in the cold. That means left her outside, laying in the grass. They left her in the cold. Okay? Or this man, or both of them, him and his woman, or just him alone, felt that Miss Tamla left him out in the cold by backing out of some kind of money arrangement as far as a job. Follow me? So she was being different. It just means she stand out because she had a different coloring and she has different period, right? But she was adorable, God said. Next one is, he is jealous of her stability, that she got a stable home, a loving husband, she have kids, she don't have to do all kind of negative things like they do. Follow me? People be jealous because you have a happy home and you have people who love you and that you love, and that you not some street walker in all kind of ways people want people to be. Can I be real about it? Okay, if only he did more with his own life, right? Because he's trying to make something happen up there and make some kind of business on the side and all, but you don't get to use Miss Tamla for your undercover business, whatever you got going on over there on a side business. You got her isolated wherever she was in that house. Here it is right here. Why did I believe you? You got her isolated. So I don't know if you told her, go over this way, go over that way, or what you said. Right? It was premeditated, God says. She had to be a realist in this thing, but it was premeditated, right? To get her there, because the insurance card came out to make sure she get there so you can be able to do whatever, right? If she was poor, will she be poor? If no one changes, you're going to stay poor. But if you poor, would you stay poor? So you wanted to make some kind of money. You might have talked to her about making some kind of money, a job or whatever. But she didn't know all it entailed. And so once she saw or heard whatever you said, she didn't want it. And you didn't like it. So you forced yourself on her and did whatever you did to her. You was dreaming the biggest and the brightest. But you can have your own dreams, but you can't push them on somebody else. You can't tell somebody else they have to do what you say. You was walking all over her with this card. This a red card. You was walking all over her, gathering up all kind of information about her from your woman, from the internet, or wherever you got it from. 16, number 61, number 6, number 7. Here's a profile. You might have some kind of way you was dealing with some kind of profile of her, looking at whatever, anything as far as her with the profile, right? We got 7 years on here. Something with 7 years. I don't know. Right? So we have right here that you're overprotective as far as your job or where you live, but she's overprotective as far as her home. Follow me? Because you're trying to weather out things with your person, the woman you had, right? You're trying to weather out things and make things right there, to bring in the dough, to bring in the cash. You know what I'm talking about? In the romance. Follow me? For Miss Tamla with her household, however it's flowing. Okay, so we have right here, seemingly things became a mountain because she didn't want to do what it is you were saying. So some kind of way you didn't talk to the children right in the house that you was in, as far as abusing, as far as not physical maybe, but you know when you don't know how to talk to them, because verbal is abuse also, maybe verbal abuse to the kids maybe, because you wanted them really to go stay at their dad. Or I can turn it around and make this Miss Tamla and say that you abused Miss Tamla. You was treating her like a kid. You was treating her like she less than, that she incompetent. I can change it around because that's what you do with kids, right? And in all ways, you need to be prosecuted to the fullest on both directions, right? It was beyond her. Follow me? Because you wanted to test it first. Follow me? Test her first or whatever. Let's see if I can get her to do a threesome, and then we'll kind of see if I can get her to do this job, to disrespect herself. It came to the end of the road. You're going to be doing some explaining to your lawyer, because she not. Now that we've come to the end of the road, and I can't let go. Come to the end of the road. Okay, universe, you know about it. Okay, let's see if I can see Miss Tamla. I gotta see if I can see Miss Tamla. Thank you, going in advance. Miss Tamla. See Miss Tamla, universe. Let me just see if I can see her, hear her, anything. You gotta tell me anything, Miss Tamla, to tell out to your family, to your children, your family, your mother, your father, your sister, whoever you have, or to these culprits or whatever. Okay, let me see. I don't know what color she had on that there. Oh, that's right, she had on her pajamas, that's right. She got black top on though, so she looking out. It's like her hair blowing. It's like her hair blowing. She's standing somewhere and her hair is blowing. It's like, you know, you just feeling the air hit your face. It's like you feeling the air hit your face. It's making your hair blow, and you're just taking it all in. Let's see. She got on a black top though, a black something, so I'm trying to think why she got on black. And what that represents. Let's see for a minute. Let me see some more for Miss Tamla. Just bear with me for a minute. Sorry about that. I gotta fix my paint. It's falling apart. Okay, let me just see for Miss Tamla. Miss Tamla, let me say something. Say something. Show me something. Say something. I hear bulletin. Okay, bulletin. Okay, let me see something. It's like she on a porch, but it's like a ball. That sounds crazy, I know, but I'm trying to push it out of my mind. But it's like a ball, like a tennis ball. They green. It's like when you take the ball. I got a little orange ball right there. It's like you take the ball and you bounce it, but it's gonna pop back up to you. If you throw it hard enough, it'll come back up to you. I'm trying to see if she can tell me anything. Tell me something, Miss Tamla. Tell me something. Anything for the kids. Anything for your husband. Anything for the culprits. Anything. Spaghetti scraps. What is spaghetti scraps? Maybe somebody wear. I think they call blouses with the scraps spaghetti scraps. But I don't know who had spaghetti scraps. Let's just see. Or was somebody eating spaghetti that night? I don't really know what that means. So let's just see something. I don't know if a family likes spaghetti. I just don't know with that. So let's just see something. It looked like he pull her by her leg. It's like, somebody pull you by your leg, so you sliding across the floor. Like somebody pull you by your leg. Like somebody pull you by your leg. So if I'm sitting right here and somebody come and pull me by my leg, it's going to make me slide. I might be trying to still hold on to the chair where I won't go. So I don't really know. I'm really wanting her to kind of say something to me. Say something to me. Say something to me, Miss Tamla. Anything that got something to do with your children or your husband, or anything that they would know and recognize. I hear sun kiss. So sun kiss, we know go with oranges, right? Or orange juice or something like that. So let me see if I can get a little bit more. Just a, I'm trying not to have a bunch, but just okay, Miss Tamla. Well, tell me something in the cards. If there's something you want me to say to your children in the card, or your husband in the card, strictly for your husband. Oh, look. Oh, my goodness. Look what came on top. I think that's so beautiful. My goodness. Look at this on top. Look at this on top. I'm trying to mix them because they filled up. Look at on top. Look. Look at it. What's on top? Oh my goodness, that is so beautiful. Let's make love to your best song. So maybe listening to one of your favorite songs, just listening to it and thinking about her maybe. To love is to feel another's heart. Oh, that is so sweet. Hook some notes about her so-called friends. So I guess she's saying that to him. Let's just say. Depression don't last for so long. She don't want you to be depressed and worried up real bad. She wants you to choose you. She definitely don't want you to be lonely, to be unhappy. I don't know if she have any daughters. Maybe that lady have daughters. Somebody is a Capricorn or Earth sign person. Lack of control. So let's just see. I'm just trying to take something on this. They cheapened her life. She brown eyes. She told them she can't do it. I told you, she kept saying no. She on her path. She with God right here. So we have that. They wanted her to plant a seed of playfulness. They wanted her to give in. See, she had to cover her genitals because these people was up to no good. These people here, these people, they wanted her to like forget about her husband. It's nobody's affair. This card is, it's nobody's affair but the person that you are involved with have consideration for. But they didn't want her to have consideration for her husband. They wanted her to just go ahead and like have a threesome with these people. They didn't want her to consider her husband. They wanted to tear her marriage apart. Should I forgive for the God mission? So if Miss Tamla would have went along with them people any kind of way, this would be her husband's side. Should I forgive you for the God mission? But you heard what I just told you there. She said no. She's been saying no the whole time with these people here. So let's just say, she's been saying no the whole time. What's the price of her life? Her life was precious, but she had to save her no matter what. And she was actually the vision. I think I really feel I saw in one of the storylines. I said that she actually, they was like she had a hand. They like fighting each other. She was trying to save herself. But these people was going to try to save themselves no matter what because they couldn't have her go and tell on them because they would get in trouble. She wanted structure, and the best ways to control things is to have structure because they're looking at it as her fault because she was tangled up with these people. Somebody 24 up and 42 and up. I like him or I like her, but it won't be no romance. See, she didn't want no parts of these people like that. But they was she was being nice, trying to be nice to them. But they beat her as far as physically, mentally, verbally, or however. They a bunch of willing liars. Taking her for a joke. They crooked. Follow me. So let's just see, yeah. Daughter involved in a crime. I don't know if they're daughter, so I don't know somebody's daughter involved in a crime, but I have no idea about that, so I'm going to leave that over there. Yeah. She needed, yeah, I'm going to leave it like that. Anything else, Miss Tamla? She had to gently close the door on these people. They want an idea of some job or whatever this is. One more. Stop. Okay. Somebody might like green. I hear sea green. I hear sea green. Somebody might like green. Somebody might like green. She wasn't happy with things. She got to make things right. If she had any burdens, because somebody's trying to hold on to her for money, or just be connected to her for money, or have her have a job for money, or whatever it might be. Okay, let's see. Somebody might have been 29, or something happened in year 92, or 38, 31. Okay, she wanted loyal. She tried, and she was tired with this man here, and she didn't want to be friends no more, or with her I guess the lady who invited her. Look in the mirror, she saw it clearly from these people. We got a Taurus love or somebody like an earth sign, so they was bird watching while she walked away because she was tired of these people. This for her husband. You light up my life. She being simply honest. So we have that She had to sow a seed out of her pain and just keep it up. So we have right here, when love calls, will you answer? So these people call her to come to their party, so that's considered love. Okay. We got numbers 13 or 31. You need to get back in school. Take all the steps needed. So I don't know if one of the children need to get back in school, go to college, or the husband got to go get some training or whatever this is, or I don't know. Take all the steps needed. I don't really know what that card. So we have you use the exact words. Be able to make it happen. Something gonna be store bought. So what is this? Okay, it might be some kind of journaling. Might be some kind of journaling going on. They decided to wash their hand on an African American that day. She went back to her soul that day. Well done. They felt well done. But this is a God card, well done. Because something was out of control. And some kind of money was ran up because something was planned out with money or something like that. Well, you say yes or no to marriage. Well, she said yes or no to marriage, and she said yes to marriage. So she wasn't going back and want her marriage. Because this person wanted her to be playful for an hour. He was a serpent. She needed to take baby steps with this person. So here it is. Person felt restricted, had no way out. He need to apologize to Miss Tamla and the spirit, to her family, to her kids. And here it is. In the back of her mind, she's thinking about God at the time. Yeah. People wash their hands on her. That apology card can come out if you don't do nothing. That means somebody did something. Okay? So, that's the last one. Hopefully, some kind of way this year, something will come about. Okay? This is for Miss Tamala Horsford. Mother, wife, friend, daughter, sister. So many who loved her. And we just want justice for her life. We can't get it back, but we want justice. And I'm hoping this year, 2025, some kind of way we get some kind of justice. If it even gets start a little bit, and then finish up next year, as long as it get dug into where something can happen. Thank you. Miss Tamla, God, please save me. They blaming each other for the loss. You know, both of them are. Your feelings are full like a river. Because they wasn't looking for Miss Tamla. They knew where she was. They were looking for her. Listening to them people on the 911 call. They was not even concerned. Who acts like that when somebody is that you just was entertaining? Who acts like that and act like the person isn't? You don't care about the person. You find out the person not alive and you act calm like that, like you can care less about them, like they some stranger on the street. Nah, that don't look right. That's not right. These people needs to be called in. And who are responsible, who didn't do their job, need to be held accountable. All of them. This the Breast Love One Healer Tarot now here on YouTube. Peace to the family of Miss Tamala HORSFORD. Peace.